So I apologize for any confusion or misleading my previous vid may have caused, and don't worry, this is going to be the last time I even cover the ability items on the channel. I'm really trying not to come across as redundant either, so apologies again in advance. I went ahead and I renamed that title to The Search for the 7 Best Ability Items. Now, don't worry, I'm going to go over what I consider to be the best ability items, and not just singles, but in teams as well. And there's even an extra build thrown in for the hell of it, with Dende's Healing ability. Speaking of, that's one of the ability items that I went ahead and decided to replace because I had to think about it after going back and forth on pros and cons of it, and even talking about it briefly with Jehovah's Fitness down in the comments. Shout out to you, buddy. And even going back and forth with some of the folks in the Sparking Zero Discord. Anyway, I feel like you're going to get a lot more mileage in general out of increasing your defense the lower your health gets, because you have to think about it. It's always going to be active. It doesn't take 40 seconds for you to just get half a health bar back. So for that reason, I think it's highly more valuable. In fact, speaking of healing, if you want a much better option, especially if we're talking about teams, you're going to want this ability item right here. Increasing health recovered while on standby in team battles. So I think it's only to the character that has this equipped while they're on standby. But think about it. If you have 4 or even like 5 people with this, you can keep switching them out. They'll get even more health with this while they're on standby. And there's a similar item that's even better for key than speed up would be. Because starting with the main build I want to go over, and this is probably going to be the main build that I would recommend for PvP in like casuals. In ranked, I think you can only use 1 ability item per character. But anyway, Godly Construction Training, that hasn't changed. That's staying, along with Blast Attack Boost 3, Dragon Spear, the Secret to Counters, God Key, and Latent Power. Those are the main 6 that I recommend. And the 7th one that I have in the 3rd slot, at least for this build, you can slot in anything you feel like. You can put in Ally Key Regen, so that when they come in, they have a lot to start out with, and you can really just go ham from the get-go as soon as they come in, if you want to. Next build I would recommend is more for a 1v1 type scenario. If you still want to conserve ki, this item will help you do that very much so. Speed up. And next, this is just for like a one-on-one self-sustain build. If you really want that extra sustainability when it comes to health, you can feel free to equip this. But personally, I'm probably going to use Latent Power, or even maybe another health item over Dende's Healing ability. That's just me. And next we have Warming Up. This would be great in a team scenario, because you have 4 teammates equipped with this. Say they've all taken a bunch of damage. You swap into your fresh character. They're all healing that much more in standby. So that's something to consider. And then finally, this is very much like Latent Power. You take a lot of damage, and you deal that much more damage in return with your ultimate. And in my opinion, this is going to help you make far more of a comeback than something like Style of the Strong would. Because Style of the Strong is only adding 4 more seconds to your sparking. Now, would you rather have 4 more seconds for your sparking, or would you rather have a crap ton more damage on your ultimate attack? I think you all know my thoughts behind that by now. I would rather take the damage. 4 seconds is not that huge, and sparking already lasts 20 seconds as is. But anyway, that's going to cover it for what I consider to be the actual best ability items. Sorry again for the confusion, for the redundancy. I'm going to put this out there. If you guys want to throw your 2 cents down in the comments, tell me whether you think I'm right or wrong down in the comments below. Feel free to do so. I'm here just for the sake of discussion on the ability items. They're a really fun part of the game, in my opinion, and my opinions are not, 100% guaranteed correct. These are just what I think about the ability items and the game in general. And everyone I know has their own playstyles. Well, anyway, I won't hold you guys any longer. Peace out. I want to make this much shorter than my last one. Sorry that one ran a while. Alright, see you guys later.